Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. It's Sam. If you don't know who I am the shit. This is my first intuition vlog. It's a long story. I'm gonna tell you the whole story in this video, but also in this video, I'm gonna explain something called the index card exercise. So if you're someone who's interested in like manifestation, I hate that term, but like creating your experience, manifesting, you need to know about the index card exercise. But also, if you're gonna know about the index card exercise, you also need to know how to follow your intuition. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that in this video. But first, what I'm doing right now is the index card exercise. So here's the deal, right? We were talking, my partner Andre and I, talking about how when people try to create their experience, when they do like manifesting and stuff, they often think too small. They often try to come up with stuff that they think they want that is like reasonable, but truth is, you don't really feel anything about that stuff, right? Like that's not shooting for the fucking moon. That's playing it safe. Maybe you think you want to have a big YouTube channel. Let's say, for example, you want to have a huge YouTube channel and you're thinking about like manifesting subscribers and shit. And you're like, oh,
you know, it'd be cool to have like 10,000 subscribers. Like that'd be great. You know, that sounds reasonable, right?
It's reasonable, it's possible, but also it's small, right? Which, sure, you can play it safe if you want to, but if that's the case, then just stop watching this video right now. Go figure your life out with your logical mind, because that's what you're doing anyway. Anyway. So people often think way too small. And with the index card exercise, you really want to think huge. Otherwise, there's no fucking point, right? To come back to the start of my story, I'm redoing all my index cards with bigger visions. The very first card, I threw all of my old cards out. I had a ton of them. I probably had 20 or 30 of them. All things that I thought I wanted, all too small, threw them out. Started over. And the first card I wrote said, I appreciate the experience of having 10 million subscribers on YouTube. And then I asked my intuition if this experience was for me. Well, rather, I allowed myself to feel if this experience was for me. And the answer was yes. So then I asked my intuition, how can I appreciate the experience of having 10 million subscribers on YouTube? And my intuition showed me very clearly and instantly, really quickly, a vision of myself making vlogs of me following my intuition, which is very on brand for the intuition because it wants more people to know about it and use it so it can have more experiences, right? So this is my first intuition vlog, an index card. If you haven't picked up on it yet, the index card exercise is for creating your experience. The way to do it is you pick something you want, you dream big, huge, crazy, like this is nearly impossible level. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna relax. You're gonna take a couple deep breaths and you're gonna say out loud, show me what a yes feels like. And you'll notice in your body that a feeling starts to happen. And for me, a yes feels like uplifting and expansive, like my chest is bursting open with energy. So pay attention to how it feels. Now that you know what a yes feels like, the next question you're gonna ask is, show me what a no, well, it's not a question, it's a request. Show me what a no feels like. And for me, a no feels like shrinking, like, ooh, no. So notice what it feels like for you. It may be the same, it may be different, just pay attention. And the third request, the third thing you're gonna say out loud to yourself to start this exercise is, show me what not right now feels like. Which for me just feels flat, like nothing's happening. Again, could be the same for you, could be different, but make sure you just pay attention. Now, once you know what these different sensations feel like for you, for yes, no, and not right now, you don't have to do it again. It's always gonna be the same. If you wanna do it again, fine, but this point is just an awareness. So now that you're aware, the next thing you're gonna do is take an index card. I have a whole fat stack of them right here, and you're gonna write down your request in this form. I appreciate the experience of having whatever it is you want. I appreciate the experience of whatever it is, just write it down. After you write your index card, you're going to take another couple deep breaths and relax into your body, and you're gonna read your card out loud to yourself. I appreciate the experience of having 10 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh, and every time I say that out loud, I get that yes feeling, which means it's for me. Now, if you get that yes, that's fucking awesome. I'll tell you about the next part of the exercise. However, if you get a no, if you get that no sensation, shred it, rip your card up, rip it and throw it out, because that experience is not for you. Forget about it. Forget, just move on. You're good. It's not for you. That's it, that's all I can say. And then finally, if you get like no sensation, give it a second. Don't expect the feeling to come up like instantly, just give it a second, right? But if you give it a little bit and you still have no feeling, it's a not right now, and that's okay. Just put that card into a separate pile, right? Now the first thing, well, not the first thing, this is gonna be like the third thing that we're gonna do, is go back to all your yes cards. All the cards that you wrote down that were a yes, you put them in a pile, we're gonna go back to them. Now I would really recommend only doing like 1 to 3 index cards a day. If you do a bunch of them, that's gonna be an issue, and you'll see why in a second. You're gonna go back to all your yes cards, and you're gonna ask your intuition, how can I appreciate this experience? Now, kind of like I said earlier in this video, my intuition showed me an image of myself making TikToks, YouTube videos about following my intuition. So doing that step that my intuition is showing me is helping this unfold. Same for you. So get your instruction and then follow the instruction. So you may be wondering, how do I communicate with my intuition? Easy there, all right? Make sure you hit subscribe so you can find out. Following your intuition is essential. They call it the billionaire secret for a reason. It's because it will create and transform your whole fucking life. Your intuition is like the master key, the secret key to everything you want. Because your logical mind, the one you've been operating with ever since you first learned how to operate, is what's running you in circles. But your intuition is what takes you off the circle onto a tangent of cool experiences, so to speak. So let me give you like the basics to following your intuition. Number 1, your intuition does not speak to you in words or thoughts in your head. It's not the voice you hear in your head, that's your ego, so disregard that. Your intuition communicates with you with pictures and images in your mind and feelings in your body. So when I said my intuition showed me doing intuition vlogs, I literally got an image of myself vlogging and talking about my intuition in my head. Now you might think, well, didn't you hear yourself talking about your intuition in the image? Well, yes, but it was part of the movie. Like, most movies have audio to them. If you get a thought or words in your head with no attached image, it's not your intuition, okay? So your intuition speaks to you in images or movies, and the movies can have sound in them, that's okay. Images or movies in your mind and feelings in your body. When you ask your intuition for requests or guidance, you want to ask as if it's already happening. So for example, instead of saying, how can I become wealthy? You would say, how can I expand on my wealth? You ask your intuition, how can I expand on my wealth? Because you're asking as if you're already wealthy. It's already there. Because it is already there, you're just not aware of it. You're missing it. And so your intuition's about to show you what to do so you can become aware of it. If you ask from the perspective of it's not there, you don't have it, your intuition's gonna be like, what do you mean? I don't understand, it's there. Because everything is already created, right? It's all there already. You're either just not seeing it because you're telling yourself it's not there, or whatever. It's in the Bible, okay? It's in the Bible. What else do I want to say about the intuition? Make sure you pay close attention to the feelings in your body. Your feelings guide you. Like, you don't always have to communicate with your intuition with your words. A really fun exercise you could do is just allow your body to take you on a journey. It's so simple. You could go for a walk and just let your body choose what direction you go in. It's so fun. That's still your intuition and there's no words involved. So that's kind of like a crash course to working with your intuition. You want to do it slowly, okay? You're not going to rush. We're not rushing here. The rushing is the act of the ego, the logical mind. Do everything so fast because you have limited time. Your intuition knows that time isn't real. It's an illusion. So when you slow down, that's when you start to really be able to communicate with your intuition. But anyway, this is my first vlog. I'm gonna write more cards. I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna show you me doing it in sped up form, which is ironic because I just talked about going slow. This shit happens. And you know why it happens? Because we live in a simulation, nothing's real, and you just get shown whatever you're perceiving. And that's based on what your bullshit is and how much bullshit you have. When you start to let go of your bullshit, you start to perceive things differently, and you start to perceive yourself differently. And you'll eventually get to a point, which I just got to recently, which is crazy, that you'll get to a point where you realize that you actually don't have any limitations. Like, the things that you want to experience are available to you if you just stop bullshitting yourself and telling yourself they're not. So this exercise really stretches your ability to dream for yourself, and it also helps you work with your intuition to allow these experiences to unfold. Just fucking try it. Like, just do it. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, that's my video. Make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell to stay updated, and I will see you in the next intuition vlog. Peace out, Girl Scout.